Good afternoon. So should we wait for a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds? So how was the tea? सिर्फ एक को फाइन लगी, बाकियों को नहीं लगी. All right. And how was Jessica's session? Is Jessica around? So I personally really enjoyed the session. So she was as fresh as the brand of her company. I just could not, I wanted to move out and I just did not feel like moving out because it was so fast. There was so much freshness in all what she shared. And can anybody share how many colors were there in the logo of Freshworks? भाई साहब होमवर्क नहीं किया. मैंने तो 12 गिने थे. 12. So I'm sure Jessica would have given me some kind of a prize had she been here. But nonetheless, is it okay if I speak in Hindi and English? मेरी अंग्रेजी थोड़ी कमजोर है. सबकी कमजोर है. फिर ठीक है. हंसी तो कमजोर नहीं किसी की. किसी की हंसी कमजोर. Okay, there's Jessica. Jessica, I was expecting something from you. But nonetheless, thanks. तो अभी का जो टॉपिक है, मैंने नाम रखा है इनकार से इकरार तक. आप में से कितनों ने इनकार से इकरार तक का सफर पूरा किया है? And Jessica, as she said, she does not speak Hindi well, but Hindi जानती है, right? So I would take that risk also. So कितनों ने इनकार से इकरार तक का सफर तय किया है? All right, great. Big round of applause to you all. आप में से कितने लोग ऐसे हैं जो business owners हैं? Wow, that's quite a handful. तो आपको पता है business और मोहब्बत almost similar होती हैं? नहीं पता? तो मान लो, गांठ बांध के रख लो. जिस दिन आपको लगेगा कि आपका बिजनेस जो है वो मोहब्बत जैसा है, आपका बिजनेस जो है दिन दुगनी रात चौगनी तरक्की करना शुरू कर देगा. Right? That's what I'm here for. My name is Atul. I've got 18 more minutes to go. इनकार से इकरार तक building a marketing funnel that, I'm sorry, I've got a sore throat. शायद डर के कारण हो गया, but फिर भी चलता है. Right? दिल्ली वाले हैं. So what I'm going to cover today is धंधे का बदलता हिसाब किताब. क्या आपको लगता है कि जी धंधा बदल रहा है? Business is changing? मेरा भी ऐसे कुछ मानना है. So we'll be talking a little bit about it. इनकार से इकरार तक का सफर. कितने लोग इनकार से इकरार तक का सफर तय करना चाहेंगे? 2.5 लोग? हाँ? आधा मैं? प्यार के 2.5 अक्षर होते हैं ना, वो आधा आज तक किसी को समझ नहीं आया. एंड क्या करें साहब? या खुशी मिल सकती है? हाँ? बिल्कुल. All right, so these are the 3 things that I'll be covering in the next couple of minutes. I hope you're okay with it. एक ताली बजाओ यार. हाँ, अब लग रहा है. क्या होता है ना, when you're up here, all the lights are facing you and you really don't know what's happening out there. तो जब ताली आती है तो लगता है कि जी हाँ, अंधेरे कमरे में नहीं बात कर रहे. So that's why. Thanks. I really appreciate. So धंधे का बदलता हिसाब किताब. How many of you were there on this planet in year 2000? ऐसा कोई है जो 2000 में इस planet पे नहीं था? Who was not born in 2000? Wow, just one out there, huh? Okay. So a big round of applause for that fellow. So while Jessica was talking about AI, artificial intelligence, I still come from a world which believes in human intelligence. And I would still go with that. And one thing, another I. One I is ego, जिसने पता नहीं कितनों का कत्ल किया. There's another I which is important, and that is imagination. Artificial intelligence is a creation of imagination. Somebody imagined it. That is how Freddy came into being. Right? So we're talking about business in the age of imagination. So year 2000, do you know this is how, not do you know, all of us know, this is how we used to conduct business. ये बाद में पता चला कि जी इस बिजनेस को हम कहते हैं ब्रिक एंड मॉर्टर वर्ल्ड. There was a time we used to shake hands and do business. Can you believe it? मेरे हाथों को तो भूल ही गया कैसे शेक हैंड करते हैं. So this is how we used to conduct business. There used to be yellow pages. टेलीफोन इतना बड़ा हुआ करता था, इतना बड़ा नहीं था पर थोड़ा छोटा था, बट था इतना बड़ा. पूरे घर का एक टेलीफोन होता था, पूरे बिजनेस का भी एक ही टेलीफोन होता था, राइट? उसके बाद 1995 में क्या हुआ था? इंटरनेट आया था, कुछ लोगों को पता चला था. By 2015, internet had kind of established in India. And we had started seeing what is called as the digital world. Bitcoin? किसी ने सुना है बिटकॉइन? काफियों को हुआ था, राइट? कुछ लोग सरवाइव कर गए. And at that point in time, we also used to have Paytm, though it's a separate story that nobody knew what Paytm is until 8th of November 2016 happened. Right? And then by year 2022, from the digital world, we had moved on to the connected world. बीच में एक छोटा सा पीरियड, छोटा सा नहीं, बहुत बड़ा पीरियड आया था. हम सब लोगों की लाइफ में बहुत कुछ चेंज हुआ. That was a time masks became fashionable, not fashionable, masks became a necessity in between. So we went through that, and then we got used to the always connected world, and the one dot which made a lot of difference was the Geo. And now मरो कब होगा I don't know, but Geo है आज की डेट में. That's where we are today. And 2 years later, 2024, we are in this kind of world. हंसो मत, मुझे भी हंसी आती है. Okay? So 2 years later, 2024, we've been talking about AI. जिस दिन चैट जीपीटी आया ना, वो भी नवंबर में आया था. नवंबर है ना आज? Yes, November. November is a very happening month. A lot happens in November. Chat GPT also came in November. And ever since AI came to the foreground, AI has been there for a pretty long time, but now it has come to the forefront. On the world scene, I call this a manta. M for Microsoft, M for Meta, A for? Wow. N for? We did not know about NVIDIA till about 3 years back. And now there's hardly anybody who does not know about it. And then G for Google, T for Tesla, and A for Amazon. That's Manta, that's big tech. Earlier we used to have some large technology companies. And if you look at the India scene, we are driven by Imarat. I for ITC, and these are not tech companies. All of them are not tech companies, though they have some relationship to technology. ITC, Mahindra. Mahindra should probably get an award for changing their logo so often. But then definitely they've turned into a butterfly from a tractor. True, right? A for Adani. All of us are in love or hate relationship with them, right? Yeah. R is Reliance. I wish I had a father like him. Afsos. And then Aditya Birla. Known for the back-end piece, the kind of business that they do is phenomenal. And then comes Tata. Today, I think we should take at least 1 second in honor of what Tata has done to India, right? So this is how business has happened and continues to happen. Isn't it beyond imagination? This is what I'm talking to you about, right? In these couple of slides, we've just gone through around 25 years. When I was growing up, a generation used to be 30 years. Today, I think it's not even 5 years. It's less than that. I've got 2 nieces. One is 10 years old, the other one is 5 years old. And both of them are a generation apart. Now, my simple question to you is, We are in this generation, we are in this time. Do you think we can conduct business the way business used to be conducted when we were growing up? Anybody who differs on it? If not, this conversation is for us. Should I continue? Yes. Wow, thank you. So what has changed? Speed of business, AI, big data, and so much more. So Jessica, you made life much easier for me. The speed at which you covered so much, that's really great, all right? Man-machine interface has changed. The manner in which we deal with machines, the manner in which we look at machines. Imagine, when I was growing up, I never thought that I would be sleeping with a machine. I do. All of us do, by the way. So advanced manufacturing and robotics, automation of all kinds. Data-driven economy. Are we in a data-driven economy? Yes. Yeah. Analytics, blockchain, cybersecurity. This was a lingo which we did not know. We thought we could do without it. The techies, the second piece, the employees, and within that, the techies, they knew everything. And now everybody knows everything and they don't know what is happening. The impact of all this, there's no cover up. Because data speaks in black and white. So our man, Jain Saab, he was talking about the EVs. He says that their company, they've got to support everybody who's there on the road. Because data does not let anybody be on their own, right? Whether he's on a highway or he's somewhere in the middle of the city, he needs support and he needs that kind of data, right? Technology is the backbone. And I think it would be appropriate to say that internet is the karma bhumi. Yes or no? Transform or perish. That's where we are. The acronym is TOP, so it's time to go to the top. So always don't work anymore. So this is the space in which we are operating. Platforms are having dukandars for breakfast. Facebook, Amazon, Netflix, Google. Need not say more. New world, new business models. So long back, the business models used to come from US. But if you look at these business models, all of them are indigenous business models. वो इतने भारतीय हैं कि हमको भी नहीं पता. Blinkit यहाँ पर बना, यहीं पर डिलीवर हो रहा है. क्योंकि हम इतने आलसी हो गए हैं. जियो, UPI, अभी थोड़े दिन पहले कौन आया था? इटालियन आया था ना? He used UPI to buy what? Ganesha ki murti or something? So that's where we are. So that's our export. Policy bazaar. कितनों के पास इंश्योरेंस की पॉलिसी है भाई? और कितनों ने पॉलिसी बाजार से ली है? Right? So there was a time we used to dread the insurance agents. And everything has gone on a marketplace. This is what is happening. अब ऐसे स्पेस में धंधा और बंदा बदल गए हैं. You know what's dhanda and banda? No. So dhanda is business, banda is people. All right? हाँ? Manda. हमें पता ही नहीं क्या होता है. Right? So market, message, and medium, all of them have changed. It's time that we change. Right? So badlo ya, chal do. So transform or perish. This is where we are. आगे बढ़े. So our business, I've structured it into 5 black boxes, if I would say. From plan to profit. The first one is plan. A good plan would give you great marketing. And if we do great marketing, we would have great sales. The cash register would keep on running. That is what would give us the revenue. That is something what would give us enough money so that we can pay fresh works. Otherwise, we can't. Simple, right? And if we have revenue, only then we can think about profit. So these are the 5 blocks within which, if I'm going to ask you, what is sales? What is sales? Or why is sales so important? Because sales is the only function in business which gets money in. All the other functions are not fresh works. All the other functions are deficit accounts. They take money away from the business. That's why sales is so important. And what is marketing? Marketing is there to create an environment for sales. Sales is an outcome of effective marketing. अगर हमारी marketing सही होगी, तो sales होगी. If we are doing enough marketing and sales is not happening, that means marketing is not happening. Very often we use sales and marketing in the same sentence or in the same breath. I really request you to look at it. Marketing and sales are not the same. Sales follows marketing. Boys follow? Girls? So Inkar se Ikrar tak. That's what the topic is. And I've got only 4 minutes for that. If you want, I can talk about it. The customer's journey, it starts from prospecting to marketing to sales. That's essentially what it is. So we may be into manufacturing, services, whatsoever kind of a business. The fundamentals remain the same. We look for prospects. A prospect gets converted into a lead. This is not where it stops. This is where it begins. So a lead, we need to decipher whether it is a qualified lead or not. A qualified lead, unless we engage with that lead, it is not going to convert. It may convert, but it will not convert into money. An engaged lead becomes a customer. That's still not the end. You've done the heavy lifting so far. A customer becomes a client when the customer keeps on coming back. And the client becomes an advocate. That is when we can say that we've arrived. Make sense? Yes. So this is the journey of Inkar se Ikrar tak. So there are 5 pieces, I just spoke about it. So in this, Ikrar is what I think you might want to take home today. I stands for interest. Interest is जब इजहार होता है. K is knowledge, जब खोजबीन होती है. R is relationship, जब राब्ता कायम होता है. When a connection gets established. A is action. So call to action. हर वेबसाइट वाला बोलता है कि यहाँ पर call to action होगा. हर email marketing वाला कहता है call to action होगा. तो वो जो action है, that is खरीद. When the customer buys. Then comes retention. Dua salam. If we retain our customers, they will keep coming back to us. So this is how I think we should start looking at our business. That is how we would make more money. Is there okay, are you here to make money in your business? हाथ भी उठाने में डर रहे हो क्यों? Yeah, thank you. So now I wanted to cover all of these 5 blocks, but then I've run short of time. I've got 1 minute and 14 seconds, right? So I'll just rush through them. So iske liye I'll give you one example. Okay. How many of you are parents? Okay. How many of you have young kids, infants? इन्फेंट्स, ऑलराइट। तो आपको एक चीज पता होगी, देयर इज अ प्रोडक्ट कॉल्ड डायपर, ऑलराइट। व्हेन डिड यू स्टार्ट लुकिंग फॉर अ डायपर? Amazing. Before the kid is born, but after conception happened, right? The day you realize that you guys have conceived, all of a sudden diapers became a product or something of interest. Right? A hot keyword. So that is interest. So if I want to create an interest in you, I cannot. Does that make sense? So as marketeers, we might think that we can create interest. No. That interest will happen only when the fellow conceives. What is important is, time's up. Can I take 5 more minutes? I assume yes, thank you. So, so when the fellow is interested at that point in time, I should be the brand of choice. All of a sudden, you start seeing Huggies everywhere. You go into a mall, you see Huggies. You are going through the, you're driving, you're seeing Huggies over there. That is interest. Now, at that point in time, if I'm not visible, then gone. Make sense? So that's interest. Now, what happens is, once interest happens, the next stage is when I start looking for diapers में होता क्या क्या है? वो ममा पोकी क्या होता है? पोको पैंट्स, यहाँ diapers, यहाँ Huggies, Pampers, right? I start looking for it. What will be more comfortable for the kid? My kid is the best kid in this planet, right? And I want utmost comfort for him. So I start gathering that knowledge कि उसके अंदर किस तरीके की जेल है, उसका इलास्टिक जो है वो बच्चे को तंग तो नहीं करेगा, कौन सा मटेरियल यूज करते हैं. At that point in time, I am not really looking at how much does it cost. Now, as a marketer, my job is to give you enough knowledge wherever, whether you're on WhatsApp or you're on internet or you're on email or you're on the hoarding. Make sense? Knowledge. जब knowledge के आगे चलेगा फिर आगे relationship. अब बच्चा आने वाला है तो उसमें तक एक relationship build कर ली कि भाई ये 4 brands में से maybe this is the brand which I want to go with. फिर 4-5 बंदों से भी पूछ लिया, वो स्टेज पे खड़ा करा के हमने पूछ लिया कि भाई फ्रेशवर्क्स काम करता है. तो वैसे हमने क्या किया? We ask a couple of parents around us, what all should we do? Right? Now, if they are also echoing the same brand, maybe I would consider that brand. Does it make sense? जोर से बोलो यार, अभी तो खाना आना है. Yes, thank you. Then comes action. भाई अब तो हफ्ते के कितने चाहिए? Right? 20-25 नहीं ये तो कम हो गए, ज़्यादा चाहिए ना? Right? So that is when call to action happens. Now imagine call to action is the 4th piece और कहानी जो है वो करीब 7-8 महीने पहले शुरू हो गई थी. As marketeers,
diaper is not used in the rural area. It's only in the urban area. To go to the rural people don't know.
but rural people also they start looking for it कि अब क्या करना है, मलमल का कपड़ा तो चाहिए, खद्दर वो भी नहीं यूज करते. So they would use a different product, but they are looking at the same problem with a different perspective. मलमल तो यूज होता है, यहां पुराना कपड़ा यूज होता है, हर कपड़ा नहीं इस्तेमाल होता. जैक्वार्ड वो आपकी जो है सिल्क वहां नहीं यूज होता, कॉटन ही यूज होगा. राइट? सो इंटरेस्ट, नॉलेज, रिलेशनशिप एंड देन कम्स एक्शन. उसके हिसाब से बजाज जी की दुकान से वो वाला कपड़ा आएगा, यहां पर डायपर आएगा तो वहां कपड़ा आएगा और उसके लंगोट बनेंगे और उसके लंगोट जो हैं धुलेंगे भी. राइट? बजाज जी की सेल होगी, देन कम्स रिटेंशन। अब रिटेंशन के लिए या तो वो दूसरा बच्चा करे या कुछ और करे, व्हाट्सएवर, बट दिस इज जस्ट टू गिव यू अ फीलर ऑफ द जर्नी फ्रॉम इनकार टू इकरार. Each one of us has a product, has an offering. We need to be more compassionate to our customers. We need to be one with them. We need to be empathetic to them. Does that make sense? ताली बजाओ. Thank you. तो बोनस शॉट्स, गैप्स, हम सब के बिजनेस में गैप्स हैं. गैप्स कैसे पूरे करते हैं? Gaps are nothing but good actions pending to start. So gaps, वो जैसे कहते हैं ना, दाग अच्छी चीज है. क्या कहते हैं? दाग अच्छे होते हैं, राइट? सिमिलरली गैप्स अच्छे होते हैं. गैप्स आर दोज गुड एक्शंस which are just pending to start. So don't kill yourself because you've got some gaps in your business. Start. पेस्ट कंट्रोल तो होना चाहिए हर बिजनेस में. पी क्या होता है? प्रॉब्लम क्रिएटर्स. उनको आइडेंटिफाई करो, सील करो, नेक्स्ट. एनर्जी सकर्स भी होते हैं, स्ट्रेस गिवर्स भी होते हैं. मैंने स्ट्रेस तो नहीं दिया? हाँ, थैंक यू यार, सो नाइस ऑफ यू. टाइम गजलर, टाइम खाया मैंने यार, बट ठीक है, चलेगा. केयर, कंट्रीब्यूशन, कम फ्रॉम कंट्रीब्यूशन. टाटास के बारे में आपने इतना कुछ सुना है, द मैनर इन विच देव कंट्रीब्यूटेड, दैट्स रियली फिनोमिनल, राइट? A is affinity, R is relatedness, E is empathy. This is what I would like to leave you guys with. Give as much care as you can possibly to your customers. Here's a gift. This is a book which I had written. Write to me if you want to get it. ठीक है जी?